Hey everybody, welcome back to the tower, and I hope you're having a good day wherever it is you are and whatever it is you're doing. It's all good. But if it's not and you're having a tower moment, you've come to the right place. What is a tower moment? Well, that's just a shake up in your world. A little bit of unforeseen bad stuff, or maybe some bad energy in your life, or what's causing it? What's ruining your day? I don't know. We'll find out. I draw two cards from the Major Arcana deck like this to find out what your overall tower moment is. Cause, tower, and effect, pretty simple. We look at the bottom of the deck for more information, and then we clarify. That's simple as that. There are no star signs everybody gets to play, and there are, you know, there's timeless. So whenever you're watching this is when the universe wanted you to see it. If this doesn't resonate with you at all, don't try to force it. I've done quite a few videos at this point, so just scroll down the list, and maybe one of those videos will get your attention. All right, with all that out of the way, let's get this started. Now, the star card on this side of the tower is basically despair. Now, this feels like everything is hopeless. I'm not saying it is like literally hopeless, like there's nowhere to go from here. I'm saying that it feels that way. There's some kind of dark energy or cloud or something that is just keeping you down. I don't know what that would be. We'll clarify. We'll see what's going on in your world. That leads to your tower moment, and that's a pretty good way to get to the tower. Now, the temperance card on this side of the tower is basically harmony and timing. So it feels like it gets darker before the dawn. That's kind of, if you were going to put a generic saying, quote, cliche thing to it, that's what this would be. It always gets dark and gloomy before it gets better, and then you look back and you'll get to see why that happened. At the bottom of the deck, oh, yeah. Hierophant the Moon. So this is basically like an unseen test. This is something going on in your energy and your overall universe, your world, that you just have to go through. And how you respond to it is, do you level up or do you get stuck where you're at? So what happens when the universe tests us, we level up, and it's usually never a good time. Either somebody brings this test to us or it's just a bunch of random events that happen and we get stuck with it and we just got to deal with the problem. If it's not one thing, it's another, right? Okay, what's got you going a little bit bad here? King of Wands on this side of the tower, sure, that's the energy of can't do. This is the energy of no ambition, no leadership, no. It's just the energy of no. Everything you look at doesn't appeal. Everything you think about doesn't work. You just have the energy of no. I don't want to do this today. I don't want to get out of bed today. This could be called depression, something like that. You got the Queen of Swords. So yeah, you are definitely finding reasons to avoid everything. I don't know what's gotten into you, but you are really in the whole business of being really emotional. I get you're irritated about something, and it's probably like this. Like I said, the Moon card and the Hierophant make a lot of sense. This is just a bunch of stuff that is just piling down on you at one time. Yeah, definitely. Page of Pentacles up here. Page of Pentacles is the energy of it just feels like you're listless. You have no direction in life. You don't know what to do. You don't know where to go. And I think, and I'm pretty sure that this happened because something went wrong in your life. Something just didn't work out the way you planned. We're going to clarify a little bit more here, but yeah, what brings the tower? And I just honestly think that something in your life has gone wrong, and I don't think it's with a person, because Wand, Sword, and Pentacle are material, thoughts, and energy. Okay, so I think this is a you thing. I don't think anybody did this to you. I don't think anybody like hurt you in a way like this. I think you woke up one day and you just said, "I'm tired of everything." You hit a weird lull kind of doldrums energy where there's no reason to keep moving forward. And I think this is just a pile on of mistakes and failures, and it just feels like it's never going to end. And you woke up today or recently and you just don't want to do it anymore. Your motivation levels are really low. And we all get that way sometimes. It's not just you, but this is a test. Okay, Hierophant Moon. This is a test. This feeling of energy, this low vibration that you're attracting. Because if you are a low vibration, you attract low vibration. That's how it works. I think, pretty sure anyway. And the universe is testing you right now. Okay, right this second. If you're watching this and this resonates with you, you are very much testing it because you're not getting what you want, or you are getting what you want and it's not working out the way you hoped. The problem with manifestation, the Nine of Cups is very much a manifestation card. It's like a wish granting card. It's like I want this. The problem with getting what you want is most people never have a plan for it. I want $1 million. Okay, like we say, we'd like to win the lottery. How many documentaries and videos and stories have you heard where people win the lottery and then they're broke within a couple years, like completely right back where they started? Lots. There are tons of people like that who have no plan at all with their winnings or their success or whatever. So even if you have done what you wanted to do, it always seems to turn out because of a lack of thinking ahead. I'm not calling you dumb or anything. I'm just calling you human because we all do it. We all want, but we don't have a plan for what do we get after we get that. It's like, what are we going to do next? We have all this money and then, I don't know. A lot of people say, I know what I would do with it, but that usually doesn't happen. And yeah, so basically your life is kind of falling apart now because the King of Pentacles is here, is because of a lack of foresight. You kind of I get the feeling you're a live in the moment kind of person. You're like, we're going to deal with this problem right now, and tomorrow's problem is tomorrow me's problem, and we're not going to worry about it. Okay, that's fine, but obviously it's not working. So it's not as fine as you thought. The universe is testing you here with the moon and the Hierophant. It's basically testing you. It's like, are you going to start looking forward in your life? Are you going to start moving ahead? Are you going to start thinking about not just today, but tomorrow? How do today's, actions affect tomorrow, right? Right? And the universe is testing you, for sure. That's why your tower moment is towering. You got the Queen of Wands. Now, the Queen of Wands is over the Temperance card. So this is the energy of, I'm not calling you untalented. I'm calling you very talented and probably a lot of different things. But you got to focus. You got to know what you want. Writers have this problem all the time. What they'll do is they'll be like, I want to write a book. Okay, cool. They'll start writing the book. Cool. They'll get about 20 pages into said book or less. And then what happens? Well, they get another idea in their head. And then they go, well, I'm bored with this work. I want to start a new one. 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 And it never ends. And most of them never get anything done. I mean, you go to a bookstore and there's a lot of books in there. But if you think about it, out of all the people who want to be in that bookstore, it's probably just a tiny amount that ever really make it because they lack focus. You need to get your inner Queen of Wands out and focus. So that's why the King of Wands is over here, because there's like no focus. Okay, it's there's no forethought. There's no energy of what's going to happen tomorrow. The Queen of Wands is saying, no, you have to focus. You need to cut this stuff out. Okay? Yeah, 3 of Cups. There are probably people in your life telling you what I'm telling you right now. If you want something done, you've got to actually do it. You got to listen to them. Knight of Cups under the Temperance. Knight of Cups under the Temperance is the card of you have to focus. This is the whole card energy. You have to focus on your goal. Even the moon card, which is a big concealing energy, if you look at it, here in a second, what is it? What do you see? You see a path here. You see the path, right? And then there's two dogs on the other side, and then there's the goal here, and the moon is way tiny. I don't know why it's that tiny, but the path is what the moon card teaches us. Sometimes to stray off into the weeds here, you get eaten by the crazy dogs. Okay? Distraction is evil in everywhere. So it's really hard to stay focused on one particular goal if you want to, win, if you want to finish anything. But the lack of focus, the lack of leveling up is exactly why you feel hopeless over here at the star card. Nothing matters because nothing matters enough to you to worry about. It's like, meh, whatever. You have all these cool ideas and you're wildly creative because the King of Wands, even on his worst day, is still a creative maniac, right? There's ideas all the time. And the Queen of Swords over here is basically going, yeah, but it's the distraction card. And the Page of Pentacles is also, it's like, there's no foundation. There's no go power. So I think you're just feeling listless and no motivation is because you're not focusing and just getting to work. A lot of people wait for inspiration to strike, and then they're like, oh, now I feel energetic and I'm having fun. And you got to do it when it's not fun. You got to work when it's not fun. You got to follow your creative dreams when it's not as fun as it should be, as you think it should be. Right? And that's because then you'll feel a whole lot better when it's done. You'll be like, yeah, I mean, sometimes I only got, whatever creative interest you did. It's like, I only worked 20 minutes on it that day or 10 minutes, but I did. It all adds up. So you don't want to quit. And your enemy right now is quitting. Your enemy right now is a lack of focus, a lack of ambition, a lack of follow through, or whatever you want to call it. You follow your dreams, but most of your dreams outrun you because there's always a new dream, right? It's like chasing a rabbit. And then you chase one rabbit and then you get tired and you're like, oh, another rabbit. And then you go and you got to pace yourself and you got to just keep working at it. Right? Don't ever give up until you're done. I mean, that's why you're feeling listless, hopeless, and like nothing matters. That's why you're going to have your tower moment. If you're not in it already and you're just mad. Because this energy can create anger, it can create frustration, it can create just big negative energy. And once that negative energy starts, it circles. It increases. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill. I mean, you get mad at one thing, you get mad at another thing, and then that leads you to get mad at something else. And pretty soon, before you know it, you're just mad at everything. You don't want that. So, your tower moment and your test is how are you going to react? How are you going to do this? Now we all have free will. You don't have to level up. You can stay right where you are. But I suggest find your project and see it through to the end. Completion will probably make you feel a little bit better. Even if you can only work on it 10 or 15 minutes every day. Or an hour. Or maybe you can spend 3 hours on it. Whatever. Spend any amount of free time you have on a project dedicated to the thing. You want to make a movie? Spend every minute free time you got writing a script, or finding actors, or whatever it is you do to make a movie. You're a movie maker. Then it doesn't matter if you have a movie or not. As long as you keep on the process, you're still that. right? You can't, it's like thinking about it doesn't count. It's like writers online, they'll say, well, if you daydreamed, if you daydream about it, it still counts. It's like, does it though? No, not really. You got to do the thing. You got to be writing stuff down. You got to be making actual progress. Thinking about a goal is not making progress towards a goal. You'll have all the coolest ideas in your brain, but as long as they stay in your brain, they're pointless. You got to get them out. You got to get that stuff into the actual physical world and do something with it. Because if it stays in your brain all the time, it's kind of pointless. Doesn't count. Sorry to burst that bubble for you. All right. Yeah. And at the end of the deck, it just sums up what I just said. 4 of Cups. You have to ignore the stray ideas. You have to ignore the distractions. Okay? Stop thinking about, this idea was fun, but I had a cooler idea, and I want to chase that one. No. Write it down somewhere if you have to, and then forget about it. Or stay dead focused on what you were doing. And you'll feel better. This is your test. Can you stay focused, or will you just remain in an endless circle of negative energy and low motivation? It's up to you. The universe is testing you right now. Creatively, like emotionally, motivation, whatever you want to call it. This is your test. So, if you're watching this and you feel down and beaten and you can't really, get much done, and you just don't care about anything, this is why. Because you're not getting anything done. All right, I'm going to show you the cards, and that'll be it. Here we go. I kind of rambled on a little bit for long this time, but yeah, I had a lot to say. All right. Being a YouTube video maker, you have to do this every single day. I mean, you can't, the minute you start to slip up or miss a day, it becomes a habit. So don't do that. All right, thanks for watching, and remember, if you made it this far, you're pretty special to make it this far in this one, because this is a long one. Please think about hitting the old subscribe button, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Talk to you tomorrow. Again, bye.